grab your flashlights, you're gonna need them. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scariest pitch black scenes in horror movies. For this list, we won't be looking at horror movie sequences that are just in a dark and spooky location. We see enough of those. These are the most memorable big screen scenes that take place mostly, if not entirely, in pitch black darkness.
You're not afraid of the dark, are you?
This means that while the environment has to be quite dark or barely lit, the characters themselves may still have access to a source of light at some point. However, they could just be going at it blind, trying to survive with just their wits. Number 10. Henry's death, dead silence. Director James Wan mixes amazing haunted house atmosphere with campy storytelling in this flick about malicious ventriloquist dummies.
You are, and I'll show
alone, Billy.
I'll show him what it's
Listen
like,
to me,
Mother.
that's enough!
After Jamie's wife becomes the first victim of Billy the puppet, he brings her body to Henry the mortician. Things take an eerie turn as we learn that old Henry knows all about Billy, who appears to be possessed by the spirit of the evil Mary Shaw.
Anymore.
While deciding on how to deal with this situation, Henry hears his wife crying and follows her voice into a crawl space, armed only with a flashlight. As the door shuts behind him, his last sliver of light gone, he suddenly realizes what's hiding in the darkness and can do nothing but scream. Number 9. First Attack, The Descent.
What is this place? Holly, where's the infrared button?
The Descent uses its entire location as an excuse to plunge its characters into actual darkness. The story of 6 women who go spelunking in a dark cave is ripe for some optimal thrills, and the film utilizes the setting, as well as the crew's headlamps and night vision equipment, to perfection. Now lost in this cave, our characters realize that they may not be alone, with the minimal light allowing only glimpses of the creatures around them.
I told you I saw someone! That was not a human being!
When they stumble upon a huge pile of bones, we're greeted with an up-close yet brief look at the crawlers. Thanks to the darkness, we and the girls cannot see where and when the crawlers will strike next. Number 8. Basement, Annabelle. Based on a supposed real haunted doll now in the possession of famous ghost hunters Ed and Lorraine Warren, this prequel/spin-off of the Conjuring series does an excellent job of proving to us that there is something scarier hiding behind a creepy doll face.
There, she fits right in.
Since the presence of the new doll in her home, Mia has experienced a crazy number of supernatural occurrences, none more petrifying than her visit to her building's storage area. With a demon teasing her with flickering lights, crying baby sounds, and an elevator going nowhere, Mia realizes that she needs to race through the darkness when the lights go out. She then stumbles up the stairs, with only lightning strikes offering us glimpses of things we wish we could unsee. Number 7. Subway tunnels, Cloverfield.
What was that?
Let's just keep moving.
When you find yourself in a dire situation, like being stalked by a monster for example, sometimes ignorance is bliss. The horror film Cloverfield uses all the found footage tricks in the book, especially when our group of heroes is traveling through the New York City subway tunnels for safety.
Hey, look, we can just cross to the other platform, then go up the stairs and see if, the other side of the street.
The darkness is a momentary comfort, as they use the camera light for guidance since the world above them is overrun by a rampaging monster. Survival instincts are thrown out the window, though, when they stop to investigate weird noises in the dark.
Run! Run!
They will wish they had never turned on the camera's night vision, though, because they instantly realize that the danger is not only above ground. Number 6. Dark Corners, The Babadook. No matter how old you are, you can always be afraid of what lurks in the dark corners of your bedroom. Although Amelia is a mother and needs to teach her son not to be afraid of the dark, her own fears are justified, as she is convinced something is lurking in the blackness at the end of her bed. When the Babadook first crawls out of the darkness, Amelia is helpless under her sheets, cowering even with her son sleeping next to her. In a later confrontation, though, Amelia fends off the evil being by fighting against the darkness, keeping the creature in his pitch-black universe. Her character arc is an epic one, and one in which we see motherly love triumph over all.
You're trespassing in my house!
Number 5. Hide and Clap, The Conjuring.
Who's ever down there? I'm gonna lock you in now!
Ed and Lorraine Warren are at it again, in another adaptation of one of their real-life case studies. Carolyn, the loving matriarch of the Perrin family, has of course been experiencing some strange happenings in her picturesque Rhode Island home.
Wow. Hear that?
I don't hear anything.
Exactly.
Living in the 70s with its serious lack of smartphones, their family finds other ways to have fun, like playing hide and clap.
Give me the third clap.
But it's not only the living that like this game. One day, as Carolyn investigates mysterious noises, malicious spirits lead her into the dark basement. Lights go out, matches are burned, and the innocent and playful clap of ghostly hands becomes the most iconic and vivid moment of this franchise, and an integral part of their marketing campaign. Number 4. Night Vision, The Silence of the Lambs. As seen with many entries, night vision is effective in causing immense dread, as the audience knows so much that the characters don't. A prime example is when rookie FBI agent Clarice Starling is trapped in total darkness in a psychopath's basement. Although The Silence of the Lambs is fondly remembered as Hannibal Lecter's breakthrough, many forget that the big baddie of this thriller is serial killer Buffalo Bill. When Agent Starling stumbles upon Bill by accident, she begins her pursuit, which leads her down to his dungeon.
Catherine! The other officers will be here any minute now!
Bill gets the upper hand by shutting off the lights and tracking her moves with his night vision goggles. As she stumbles blindly, Clarice must literally take a shot in the dark. Number 3. Footsteps, The Blair Witch Project. In nature, far from the city, you can't expect much more light than what the moon provides. If you're camping out in the woods, or like our unlucky trio of filmmakers, you get completely lost in the woods, be prepared for nights of total darkness.
I hear him downstairs! Come on! I hear him downstairs!
Although Heather, Josh, and Mike decided to go looking for the infamous Blair Witch in the Burkittsville woods, no one expected to find anything. During these pitch-black nights, however, they get more than they bargained for.
Josh!
Apart from glimpses from their camera light, we see what they see, which is absolutely nothing. But we also hear what they hear, which is nearby footsteps in the middle of nowhere. Who said you needed lots of fancy special effects to scare the bejesus out of people? Number 2. Pig Mask, Saw. Although a very dark movie, Saw does not have much darkness. Its visceral and grim horror is in bright perspective, especially in our main location, the room bathed in fluorescent light where Dr. Gordon and Adam find themselves.
He doesn't want us to cut through our chains. He wants us to cut through our feet.
A notable exception, though, is Adam's flashback, which shows how he found himself in this predicament. If the average person finds him or herself in his or her home with the power out, convinced there's someone lurking in the darkness, he or she picks up the nearest deadly weapon. Adam's weapon of choice, however, is his camera. The camera's flashes provide him with small glimpses of what is hiding nearby. However, It puts us on the edge of our seats until the final shocking reveal.
Too late.
Why?
It's the rules.
Before we shed some light on our number one pick, here are some honorable mentions.
What?
Number 1, The Final Confrontation, Wreck. Topping our list is another brilliant and effective use of night vision, courtesy of the cameras of a news crew that finds itself stuck in an apartment building. During a routine investigation, they end up getting locked in with the tenants and a zombie virus that's spreading among them, while the government tries to keep it contained from the outside.
Como nos habían anunciado, el agente de sanidad acaba de entrar en el edificio. Estamos viendo unas medidas de seguridad.
Determined as an investigator to get to the bottom of this, reporter Angela and her cameraman find themselves in the penthouse, which is scattered with clues and evidence. With only the night vision feature leading them through the blackness, it quickly becomes apparent that they are not as alone as they thought. Do you agree with our list?
Maybe not the best topic for conversation down here.
What other movies left you shaking in the dark? For more shocking top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
I'm scared to close my eyes.